Well said.
No
What if the
questions.
other three get a portal break and not us?
Because
it's a portal
we are not doing great.
Delta Force.
Yeah, aren't you guys Delta Force? Isn't that what Simon called
Yeah.
it?
Are we Delta Force? I thought we were the Three Stooges. No, Fane is the Three Stooges.
Yeah, when Fane is here and Brian's not, and it's just you two with Fane, it's the Three Stooges. Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna have to modify a slight thing. Yeah, it's not terrible. It's fine. We'll make a roll. All right. So you are just entering into Sea of Gehenna. Storm clouds overhead as the waves are constantly bashing against the river coastline. As mountains can be seen along the coastline as well, and across the sea there are various islands. Some of them have structures on them. So, you gonna go through into the sea? Oh shit!
Yeah, well, might as well. Time to go fight the dragon turtle.
What is with you and the dragon turtle?
This is the first time I've mentioned the dragon turtle. It was Nodegard that was talking about the dragon turtle.
Oh, that's what I remember. It was mentioned last session too, and I was like, "What the fuck's with that dragon turtle?"
We need another dragon under our belt.
The joke was that he was a experienced dragon slayer because of what the fuck he was doing, and he says, "Oh, only dragon turtles."
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. What? Okay, really? YouTube's not supported? Fuck you. Get him out of here. Fucking. No longer supported by ass. It doesn't like certain videos because they're copyright claimed. But you're gonna like that playlist. Yeah,
You know, I would love if I could hear it.
You can. Just screw your copyright.
No.
Not my problem, then. I try to provide music for you guys. I know at least half you have it.
If I could, if I knew how to separate it into channels, I would. I honestly would, but I don't. I think I'm actually missing a piece of gear in order to do it.
No, you could literally set up your... Because it's coming through Discord. You could... No, that's going to limit
Yeah, that's what it says. I think I'm missing a piece of gear to do it because it's coming through Discord. Unless what I did, what would be really funky, where I had two different Discord accounts open. One open in the web browser, one open in here. The web browser one has the music that comes into me, and then the Discord, and then the app is the one that goes into... That goes into the stream.
That would just be very jank, but it's a possibility.
It's not. It's actually not at all that jank. The big problem is I have to make sure I don't accidentally unmute myself, and I would have to remember two different passwords or two different account informations.
That's not bad. You can. I literally have two Discord accounts. You just switch accounts.
Yeah.
If I literally go to my Switch account button, I can just swap between them.
Well, the difference is that one is on the web browser, the one is on.
Yeah, that's not hard. You just have it saved to your fucking Chrome.
Chrome? Who uses Chrome?
I do.
Yeah, Chrome. If you're going to suffer with something, at least suffer with Edge. It doesn't lie to you.
I don't like the name.
Oh my god. You use Edge?
Yes, I use Edge.
I prefer Chrome because I don't care.
You plebeian.
What do you use? What do you use, Brian?
Opera, probably.
He's more like a DuckDuckGo man. He got real heated with Opera. You're a DuckDuckGo man, aren't you?
I'm using Opera.
Uh-huh. I had to make fucking Neon swap over to from Firefox. Firefox is not like Beyond 20.
It's really nice to have an AI companion access to ChatGPT and all the other apps on one little platform.
I have that too. Alrighty. I think we're fully ready to... So we're missing half the party. We'll make it work. I mean... It just means that Slick is in here, so the stupidity has just dropped off the boat.
I mean, at this point, can we just toss Cineres overboard?
No,
Ah, come on.
Well, she's already through the
At least
portal.
she's already in the portal, so.
it's good
You
to know
have-
portal travel is still working.
You
It's
have
good to know.
Aurora and Mox with you. Mox is just kind of minding his own business, looking at things. Aurora's kind of looking over at the front of the bow of the ship. Is that bow? Yes, bow. And watching the sea down below as you guys are traveling along. The crew is not happy.
I wouldn't be happy. I'm
Don't
not
pay
happy
them.
either.
We don't pay them
Someone's
to be happy.
happy.
We pay them to pilot the ship.
Yeah, and now they're demanding more money.
Well, they can
Yeah.
talk to the fire elf chick about that.
Fair enough. Okay. As you guys traveling, Simon, is your Beyond 20 thing working?
Yeah, it's working.
Cool,
Good.
roll me D100.
All right.
And Rec, roll me D20.
Okay.
That's not good.
It would have been real funny if we rolled the exact same number.
You were so close.
Close, really close.
So, as you guys are traveling through the air, you are able to. Basically, you're entering into a larger storm. You'll be fine. It's just gonna be a little rough traveling. I think you'll be fine.
It's at this moment we realize that rain clouds are solid in this dimension.
that would suck.
That would suck. Whack! Why did our ship break apart? In cloud. That's pretty good. That's a great idea, Simon.
Icebergs of the sky.
No. So essentially, Simon just rolled me that it just got fucking more severe. All right. Sure. Maybe I should find. No, the music's fine. So, continuing through. You know what? Somebody give me a perception check.
Sure.
Sure. Both of you give me a perception check. I don't care.
Yeah.
Percent 12 and an 8. Jesus Christ, Verleana, you don't see shit.
I'm looking for my room.
You're what?
Looking for my room.
Hmm.
Go get Stormy out here. I don't want that.
You can go below
For my
deck.
honor.
It's not really personalized room, sadly. All right, 1 second here. I'm having to jump between tabs. All right. So, over the course of the next 4 to 5 hours, you continue going through the storm. The rain is just pounding down on you guys. Occasional flashes of lightning. The ship's holding fine. It creaks and it makes a lot of noise as the wood is put under a lot of stress with the winds, with the high winds. But it's holding its own. As you continue along the path, using your little compass, eventually you reach what appears to be kind of a break in the storm. For briefly, it's not the eye, but kind of like the clouds have kind of like parted slightly. So you get a little respite. As you do such, yeah. So the storm basically it quite suddenly, as you do reach into an area where it's a little calmer, not on the eye. As you looked, who had the highest roll here? Was it Simon? I'll say Simon and Sylvia are able to notice it. Well, Sylvia sees something. Simon's better at seeing it. A series of jagged reefs can be seen jutting out of the ocean down below. As you look down, there is a strange spire drawing out, and you can see the upper portion of it is kind of slightly damaged. You do see stained glass windows down below. It's probably about, I'd say about 1,200 or 1,400 feet below the top part of the spire.
And it's made out of stained glass.
No, you can see stained glass on it. Sorry. It is made out of, looks to be of just the stone you'd find in the area. So it's kind of dark stone. Not the same stone you've been seeing in general with like I would say like the library. Gehenna stone is just black in general. Different environmental factors. Do, 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 do. No lights can be seen. No lights can be seen. Any source of that. It just appears to be an old tower. One thing is Roar is staring at it, as is Mox. Mox is debating if there's anything valuable down there.
Do we see any like insignia, like torn apart flags?
Nothing can be seen on the outside that gives any sign of what it is. If there was something, it has been long since worn away. Storms in the sea are exceptionally common, so stuff like that is not going to last very long.
Well, I guess since we're basically side by side looking at this weird ass tower, Simon's gonna look over to Aurora. Any guesses?
She doesn't say anything. She seems lost in thought.
Can we try out the short range compass?
Nothing happens. It doesn't make a ping because you're not near anything.
Okay.
Compass is still
Good to know.
pointing straight west. Oh, sorry. Simon, there is something. Sorry. There are arcane sigils. They are long since depleted, though.
Can I
Basically, they
from
got like
like
the
this?
last little bit of magic energy left on them, where you can see them. You can
Yeah.
be an Arcana.
Yeah. Okay. Hiya.
What'd you give me? 30? Jesus
33.
Christ! I forget you have a 14.
Yeah.
They are remnants of protective magic. Basically, they are barriers to protect most likely the tower from the storms.
Ooh.
And considering you can see the upper part of the tower, like the roof has kind of caved in some portions, that magic is no longer active.
Yeah. So from the looks of it, this was like an old mage's tower that's just been fucked over the ages.
Yeah, suppose you can say that.
Can I jot down the protective runes? It's like, or would these be ones I'm already familiar with? Like something I could
They're
replicate.
fairly common. They're
Yeah.
not. It's high level, but it's not like it won't block a fireball being thrown at it. It's meant to kind of protect passive damage against the tower.
Yeah, just like some to think about when like repairing the ship or
Yeah.
getting it.
Essentially,
Or
like it prevents like the glass windows from being shattered by a random fucking rock. Like it's tossed up by the storm.
well, good scavenging doesn't hold any like particular value to us, but since we're missing about Half our party.
You got me.
Better.
And we
Are
love you,
you gonna
Mox, but we're
fight
going to
with
keep you
us?
safe.
Mox, I appreciate that, but I don't think you should be fighting.
Fine.
But you are an excellent purveyor of all things valuable. Perhaps there is something in here that you'll be able to sniff out.
Sure.
Is Aurora still deep in thought?
Yeah. She hasn't heard a single look of your conversation.
Can I go over and like tap her on the shoulder, like snap her out of it?
Sure, you walk up and you tap her, and it takes like after you tap her, it takes like a few seconds. Then her ear kind of like twitches, and then she looks over at you.
You're staring off for quite a bit. Everything all right?
I don't know. Seems familiar.
All
Guess
right.
a few thousand years away from this realm does that.
Going to change, I'm afraid.
At this point, Verleana pokes her head out from like one of the interior doors. Is like, "Are y'all just gonna stay out here forever? The storm's getting worse."
Actually, there's no rain right now.
We're going
Mm,
inside,
I know.
Verleana. Stop being a bitch and get out here.
Oof.
Are you gonna stay in there forever? We're about to go scavenge hunting. Verleana, get out of here. That's what you sound.
Haven't what? There's nothing but sea out there.
We're right above a tower. An old mage's tower.
Where?
Right there. Points.
You
Right
should,
there.
after when Simon points it out, you now see it.
That's what
Oh,
we've
I
been
thought that was
talking
just a big
about.
giant rock.
Oh.
There are arcane sigils all over it, evidently.
Oh, but they're deactivated.
It's already basically deactivated. It's worn down.
It's the
We'll be
same
safe
black
from
stone and everything else around here. How am I supposed to spot that?
by the stained glass on it. Like Verleana, we're
Stained glass
telling
is like really hard to see though in the current lighting.
Yeah. I mean, there's
Like
stained glass
it
right
doesn't
there.
reflect light very well.
Yes, but we're still. Sylvia's still gonna make fun of Verleana. It's like anyone can see the stained glass right there, obviously.
Verleana, I know you aren't like taking a good look, and like, I'm sorry, but you want to keep arguing, or do you want to go scavenge hunting?
Sylvia just.
Arguing. I'm not arguing.
You're kind
I
of
thought we
arguing.
were. I thought we were on a mission to go west and find this fragment.
We were, then we lost half the party.
And this arcane tower might have a way for us to return back to the material plane after we get the fragment.
How is it
I
my
wouldn't
fault we
say
lost half
that.
the party to Cineres
And I
and
never said I did. I'm just saying that's why we're not going to go do that.
Easy.
Oh, now you see my point in not wanting to go do it. Okay. Let's see.
What?
Oh my!
I'm going
Listen,
to
are
push
we going or
Verleana.
what?
I'm
Yes,
trying to
yes, we're
flip this
going.
around, Verleana.
Anyway, I jump off the
There?
side.
Hang around. Oh,
Oh,
All right.
that's
One
right,
minute.
Tiff.
I'll be right back.
I have
One
boots
second.
of flying.
You've also have
Still,
boots,
it's
don't you?
fucking storming.
No, there's no rain.
Yeah.
It's not storming. It's just windy.
It is windy. You're in a calm storm. You're back.
Yeah, still.
Also, it sounds like Verleana is about to join the portal gang.
Oh god.
Yep. See you guys.
See ya.
Anyway. We'll be fine. We have a wizard, an artificer, and a rogue. This is just the basic party. Except you're not a fighter. You're a worse fighter.
I'm a better fighter.
Oh yeah, can you attack
I've seen the
sometimes?
fighters that we've had in this party.
Yes.
He's a better fighter.
I have been. I attacked 4 times. Dick.
Yeah, but can you do it twice
Yeah, technically.
in one turn?
Yeah, probably.
Are y'all two done measuring your dicks?
I'm done defending my honor, but you know, whatever.
Are you seriously defending yourselves against her?
What? What?
I mean, that's the
Miss.
only person I have to talk to right now, so.
What?
And nothing, we're just talking.
What'd you say?
They're saying I'm a worse fighter, and I say that's bullshit.
I mean, you're a worse fighter class wise, yes, but you have spells that back it up. That's not I'm saying like you're not a fighter class. Artificer to a fighter is you got spell casting. Okay, we all good?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's see. You want to take Mox and Aurora with you?
And if they want to come.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to stop them.
Mox has got nothing better to do beyond this ship.
Yeah. Who wants aid?
I mean, there's only 3 of the party members.
Yeah. No, capo. I capo, so I only got one more person.
Okay, well, in that case, probably do Verleana since she seems to go down more.
How dare you?
Yeah, now you see why you defend your honor.
When you're right, you're right.
I take 80 damage one time. Jeez. Not
Yeah,
alone. I've lost 2 legs.
Alrighty. So the rain slowly picks up a little bit, but it's not like as heavy as it was before. But I don't know how you're getting Aurora down there.
I can carry her.
That's not my.
Heights.
Oh, heights.
She's fine on the airship because it feels secure. It's when she's isolated. The airship can get closer. They'll get like within a few hundred feet of it.
Well, we can
Probably
just blindfold her and tell her that it'll
I
be
could
fine.
just vortex warp her right there.
What's the range of vortex warp?
The range
About-
increases by the level you cast.
Oh.
Let me say it, and it's 90 feet, or I can increase it by 30 to 120.
I'll say the ship can get close enough for you to cast warp if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I mean,
They're not going to sit tight there. They're going to back out because that's really dangerous to be that close to the structure. You're about to twin towers the fucking tower. A second airship. Alright. So you guys you want to go to the top portion then? Top part of the tower and work your way down?
yeah,
wanna
you
try
said
and
there
find
was like a.
there's
hole,
holes in the roofs. I say roofs because there's like miniature towers below it, like with the bridges connecting. Right here.
Are the barriers working at all, or are they just all shut down?
They're pretty much all shut down. They have the last bit of mana. It's just showing that the sigils are there. They don't even. You can tell Verleana, not even doing a check, that they don't have very much juice left.
Is it possible to recharge them a little bit?
You could actually, yeah. You can charge them.
Do we really want to, though?
I mean, why not? They're just to defend against the wind.
Yeah, since somebody made a storm be much worse than it's supposed to be, kind of want to have the barriers that protect against the storm against a dilapidated, crumbling building.
Well, at least we're in hell, so there's magical energy everywhere.
What is that? What does it do?
Well, theoretically we can manipulate the mana that is inherently within the demon realms and try and use that to power up these sigils instead of having to use your own magic.
Sure.
Okay,
Go at it.
you sound like an expert, so we'll leave it to you.
All right, so you guys land on basically the attic portion of the tower. Like you can see, like the roof supports. The wood and stone in here is kind of like decayed and dilapidated. You can see most of the wood's floors were corroded, I say corroded, like they're rotting. You step down, like you can just feel the wood sink slightly.
Mhm.
Watch your step.
Aha! Alrighty. Alrighty, you want to start to descend down into the ruins.
Is our dark vision is working, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just because
Mox.
I probably can't trip up cast light.
Okay. Yeah, you cast light and you just see the stonework up here. There's some empty crates up here too. This is kind of like a storage area. Like you can tell they have been forcibly opened. And there's not very much left.
Do we need to do anything in specific to reactivate the barriers?
Yeah, just give me an Arcana check. I don't even think you need an Arcana check. But just give me that. In case you roll that one. The barriers explode in a horrific frenzy. Okay. You
Hey,
spend like
33 gang.
let's say like you spend I'll say like you spend like half an hour going around to the 4 main barriers and you watch as they charge back up and there no more rain falls to the roof.
Oh, now it's raining.
I said there was a little bit of rain picking back up.
Yeah, it increased it.
Light.
I see. Well, at least we don't have to worry about getting soaked now. Well, this place looks like a dump.
I mean, it's been abandoned for some time, so that
Aurora's
speaks
gonna
of it.
walk up to Verleana and like flick her ear slightly. Not like to hurt you.
Was she standing on her tiptoes or some shit?
No. Yeah, she's able to reach up to you. I forget you're 7 feet tall sometimes.
Those platform boots.
Yeah, what the? Yeah, the platform boots she's wearing gives her an extra foot. She's actually only 6 foot tall, but she has to make up for it.
I think that's canon, right?
I don't know with her. I've stopped trying to ask these questions because I get so many weird results from half of you. Anyway, don't bash my old home.
I'm not bashing your old home. I'm saying in its current state, it could be doing better.
Mox is already gone.
And Mox is probably looting whatever is left that's valuable.
You hear like a drawer get chucked.
Problem is that he's going to be looking over every inch for the valuables. We have the inside track.
Inside what?
I'm basically saying that if this was your home, then you might know where valuable things are, rather than us
I
having.
didn't recognize it on the outside because of how decrepit it is now, but this was a place I did reside for some time.
Which means that if there is anything that was valuable here at any point in time, you may know where it is.
I would not.
Unfortunate. Time to do the Mox method of tearing the entire place up.
Whatever.
May I ask, home in what capacity?
I don't know if I would really call this a home. I think more a laboratory is a better word. Alright, so you guys are walking downstairs.
Yeah.
Some more storage levels as you start to reach down to one of the main floors. As you come down, you see this kind of Mox is currently tearing apart a research area. There are dozens of cabinets aligning the wall. I just got fight another fucking ant. Jesus Christ,
What's
he's
it?
going wild. I'm getting added another Discord because he has to keep fucking doing it every 5 fucking minutes with something stupid. My buddies. It's ridiculous. Let me go back to my fucking information I have up here. So, the main area is several dozen cabinets. You see several tables containing what appears to be like alchemical stations. This appears to be an area dedicated to alchemy. There's even large vats that are empty. You can see like they have cracks, so fluid has leaked out. Mox is currently in one of the cabinets, fucking grabbing random books and tossing them. It's nothing
Can I
valuable.
Would Simon, with his 15 alchemical supplies, investigate what like remnants are within the like what was last trying to be brewed or what was it last being used for?
Give me an investigation. If anyone else would like to give me investigations, you can. Or if you wanted to look for something else, you can tell me now. There are many
Investigate?
floors.
Yeah. I'm gonna be looking for a vault.
A vault?
Yeah, of any sort. Any place that would have been something that they kept information they didn't want getting out or valuables.
Roll me a perception for that.
Alright.
See if you can notice anything out of the ordinary.
Hey!
You roll a crit?
Yep.
Jesus, that's a critical success. Brian, what do you want to roll for? Look for. This is just the first floor you're on right now.
So we're in a lab.
Yes, it's an alchemy, fuck words. Alchemy lab.
You gonna find any interesting bits of alchemical knowledge?
Give me an investigation for that. What was your investigation, Simon?
I was checking what was the last thing that was trying to be produced by these supplies. Can I learn it?
Interesting.
I should also mention I do have expertise in alchemical
Yep.
alchemy
I'm
supplies.
trying to think what it would be.
Just
So,
noted.
looking into here, you notice there are traces of a strange black liquid. Doesn't seem toxic. Like you're able to like touch it, like nothing happens to you. And looking around in the notes, this kind of affects into Brian as well. The two of you looking around at what remains. By the way, I want to mention this. This place has been raided before. Information has already been taken, so there's not an extreme amount left, but there's enough to put a picture together a little bit. Because some of the cabins weren't all taken. Mox will like even bring a book to you guys, and or not even a book, like remnants of one. It's like half destroyed. It appears to be a liquid that's called in one of the notes. It's kind of like highlighted, and then like you see like one, it's kind of even partly scratched out, like they're changing the name, but they just call it the God formula. It's information you do know. It does contain mentioned soul essence. You don't know of what capacity that is. Yeah, is one of the ingredients needed. Then there's a myriad of other minor alchemical ingredients. So far, some minor things you would find. I'm not going to list those off. It's minor ingredients, but there appears to be some major ones missing. So that's something you do learn.
And is these notes taken in like demon, common?
They're written in demon. That's why Mox have an issue. Doesn't speak this language. Doesn't have anything fucking valuable. Also, there is a spell scroll.
Ooh.
Spell
What is
scroll of dream.
Ooh.
Ooh, that'll keep come in handy. Tuck that away.
Finds a beholder.
That is a horrible, horrible creature to use that on. It's gonna go south so fucking fast. You guys want to move on?
It's
There is also a potion of heroism that can be found.
okay.
All right, ready to move down?
Sure.
All right.
By the way, since we're moving through, can I have Capo just be on the lookout, make sure no one's like following us, no secret scrying orbs been cast upon us?
Give me a perception.
Yeah, I'll try. Yep,
Okay.
27.
Doesn't look like right now. So you move down to another lab. This is not an alchemy lab. This appears primarily to just be where a bunch of notes were stored. There's a lot more bookshelves here. Research tables were been set up. Number of books are strewn about the place. Pieces of literature. You can see through the stained glass window to see out the sky out below. I also forgot to mention this on the floor above you. There was a lever, and there's a lever on this floor as well. Pulling them, you see there is a flicker of light, then it immediately dies back down. There's a light switch.
Pull the lever, Crump.
So give me another round of investigations to clear particularly we're looking for. This is a more bland area. There are things you can find, maybe minor.
All right. Well, let's give it a good old look see, shall we?
Yeah, just
Give it a good old college try. Investigation.
do.
Jackpot.
Jesus Christ, Brian. Rolling hot. All right. Brian, what are you looking for? General information? Anything particular?
Yeah, just more information. Anything
Alright.
that looks somewhat valuable to us.
Sylvia?
Sylvia's basically once again just looking for anything that also just looking for anything that can be relatively useful. Any documents is what she's looking for.
Okay. And Simon?
Well, since they're investigating the past, I try and investigate like who were the people that broke in before us, who raided
Okay.
this place.
Alrighty. Get to that here. I just want to get an idea. So Brian, some more information with your fucking crit. Jesus Christ.
Let's use mine.
So, more information. Aurora's also looking around too. She does remember this library. She's kind of like, poking around. Daddy D was here. Oh, God. No. So, some information. See what? Oh, the crit! Jesus Christ. You do find a singular book that was kind of buried under a pile that kind of survives. Mox is kind of also like rummaging through, chucking books across the fucking room that had no value. It's like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? It's all written in a godforsaken language. Fucking heathens.
I truly do wonder how much knowledge has been lost to time because of kobolds.
Hey! If it's not valuable, it's not good knowledge.
I'm sorry, I should have said I'm saying that in demon.
Oh, sorry. If you say to demon, he just looks at you and just squints his eyes. Aurora does chuckle.
Simon does in the background.
All right, so when you go to grab this book, Verleana, it's not really a book. It's a very small journal, and not very many pages have been filled out of it. Probably about a handful. Looking through it, it on the cover it says Sunbreaker Protocol.
Interesting.
Looking through it, it mentions the weapon is being created with additional ones on the way. That's about the extent. It kind of details some general logs, like observations, but nothing really of a significant value at the moment. The information in general, for example, it logs one of the days when there was it's constantly called the weapon, had an issue with the maids, and that led to at least 2 deaths. And then later revised, additional support staff has been acquired.
You were quite temperamental in your youth, weren't you, Aurora?
She shoots you a glare.
What? Every child is.
Yes, and having a child that is a legitimate embodiment of power is a smart move.
It is a move. I don't fathom really what they intended. Well, I know what they intended, but how they expected it to go well for them? At least you turned out all right.
Well, I appreciate it. We'll see how it turns out. Another final thing is kind of buried around the notes, Brian. It mentions that emotional pain seems to empower stronger results.
Mm-hmm.
It's worded a bit more science-y, but I'm just giving you the fucking layman term.
Yes. Well, not keen on inducing that anytime soon. He's gonna snap the book closed. Well, that was an interesting read.
Why, you like prying into my old life?
Not particularly.
It's whatever. Um. Also looking around, there is evidence of something was removed. There are large scratch marks on the floor. Like kind of something was yoinked off the wall and kind of pulled away. It's circular. Don't know what it was, but it seemed to be storing something that's been removed. Um.
Well, actually, Aurora, did you have any sisters?
I mean, there was few siblings, but I didn't see them often. I was the only one that they said was um, succeeding.
Hmm. How long ago were you here before you were sent to our world?
I don't remember. I don't even know how long I was imprisoned for.
Well, like Simon says, from like dusting off old runes and whatnot, it would have to be longer than about 3,000 years.
I remember mention of a war going on between the demons and the gods.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know much about it. I was on a
how
need-to-know basis.
Aurora, how aware were you when you were contained within the obelisk?
I knew time was passing. I didn't know how much time was passing. I also was aware that certain people came to visit, and I was able to glimpse into their conversations, but it was never enough to, like, I don't know, drive me insane. I think they designed it on purpose. So I wouldn't, I mean, if I was counting every minute, I don't think I'd be happy. Be gone! I don't care. So, Sylvia, what was your roll? 17? Okay. You there, Requiem?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You were saying anything. Do 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 do. What do you see?
17.
So looking around in this room, you do find there is a loose brick. Just barely. What do you do? You can go remove it.
Mm, I'm gonna check if it traps first.
Yo, okay. Give me that trap check.
All right. Wow.
Uh, no trap. It's just part of the load bearing. Well, the entire structure starts to collapse. And
All right. I'm gonna pull the brick out now.
Alrighty. Inside of here, there is a single piece of parchment that's kind of like on a scroll. It's in a scroll. It's also got a lock on, like not a lock, but like you got to twist the ends off to open it up. Kind of like a secure container. You want to open it up?
Sure.
Alrighty. I'm going to just DM this to you. There's no other information on it other than this writing. It appears to be a poem, not really a poem, more of a lullaby.
Hmm.
With that, Simon, what was yours again? Sorry. Oh, yours and Verleana
Uh,
together. believe, right?
No,
No, he was looking
26.
for
I
who
was.
attacked the place. Or who ransacked
Yeah,
it.
who ransacked it before us?
Actually, I was gonna get to that. On the floor
Okay.
below, so there's a spiral staircase that kind of goes down in the center area. As you guys kind of move down slightly, looking around for further information, there is actually a call sign. There is a fancy little origami S made out of paper on one of the main tables. It's clearly been put there after everything. On purpose.
S?
Hmm.
Have we seen or heard of anything like that before?
No. Want to go look at it?
Yeah, I kind of want to go look at it because rolled a 26.
You go up to it. You pick it up, and you watch as it unfolds in front of you. And it just says, courtesy of Shade.
Hmm.
And then it folds back up to an S. And then you look down at the table. There's another writing carved into the table. It says, "Who the fuck is Shade?" And it just has the letter D next to it.
Simon just kind of chuckles to himself.
This next floor, primarily, it's empty. There are a number of circular things that were taken from here. There's a bunch of scrape marks. Anything of value here has just been fucking removed. This area's a bust. You just some shady M&M's back again. Shady's back again. I've been listening to a shitload of them this last week anyway. Changing my musical taste up again. Working 10 hours a day does that to you. Alrighty. So, this area, yeah, nothing of value. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's empty tables and parchment. Mox he looks at this room and he just fucking moves on. He grumbles. And Aurora kind of gets a chuckle as she moves down with him. And Mox just cussing this all the way down. Fuck is this place? A potion and a scroll?
That's not all bad.
There's more value at a flea market.
Already been raided, I'm afraid.
Mox,
Oh, there's normally something back or left.
have you tried looking on the ceiling?
Nobody looks up. Have you?
Not today, but I do look up constantly.
You look up, you just see the light fixtures
Mhm.
and the beams holding the fucking the previous floor. As you move down to the next area, it appears to be what I would call kind of like a cantina of sorts. You can see that this is where, at this point, this level connects to the other towers. There are 4 in total, so actually there's 5 doors in total. One's in the central portion that leads out to what looks like to be the main entryway. The 4 other doors you guys can just look out. There's windows on them. They're on bridges that lead out to the 4 additional towers. And there are stairs going down, though. I say canteen. It's kind of like the main entryway, but you can tell like there's plates and everything here. So they kind of did have food here. And Aurora kind of like looks around. Used to be more lively.
Do you remember anyone from this time in particular?
But I remember the other kids. I also remember the numerous servants that worked here and tended to it. Also, the shitload of guards in the area.
Anyone by name?
I mean, there was the overseer, but I don't know his name. I remember he took particular interest in me. That's the one who told me that I was the only one that's succeeding. I've always wondered why they chose this location.
DM.
Yes.
Does Macabre have his own, like, what's the thing?
Realm?
Yeah,
Not really.
yeah.
He is a demon lord, but he's not as powerful as the others. He is also known as a shadow lord too. He kind of likes to, unlike Mundus, he really likes to hide in the shadows. I mean, that's just who he is. He's a chill guy. Alrighty, what do you guys want to do? There's 4 of the towers, and there's a lower level.
Go investigate one of the towers.
I say towers, but they're kind of like just outside areas.
Oh.
Well, they are towers. They connect to other areas of the building.
Are the other towers connected to each other, or they all just come back to the central tower?
They come back to central.
Eeny, meeny, miny, that one.
Well, okay. That's how you're doing it.
If she picks that one, I'm picking that one.
No. I dragged
Okay, what's it
Verleana
do?
towards the...
We
they know
know your sense of direction is the west.
Is it?
We go to the left.
No, we're going north. The
East,
North
west.
I still remember west. We're going this way.
West.
We're going North Tower.
Okay.
Simon
Surely
takes
won't
the
get
door,
hit by an
closes the
airship.
door, and opens.
Sir, there's been a second dragon.
I knew someone was going to say it.
They hit the spires.
Sir, second dragon
welcome
has hit
to-
the spire.
Welcome to No Spire Town. What happened to what we used to be called Twin Spires? Yeah. We had to rebrand. I didn't think of it. Anyway, moving on. So moving to the North Tower, you kind of breach out of the area. With the barriers, no rain is hitting you right now. But as you reach the side, this appears to be a dormitory. I say that with quotations.
Is it a prison?
More or less. The walls are heavily reinforced, and there is a shitload of cracks on them. Wooden doors, or actually metal doors with small windows peeking into them with slides. There's a guard station too. And Aurora just goes, "Home sweet home." I don't like this.
Well,
You know what? You have fun.
understandable.
She's gonna walk out of that area. Like, nope, you go. Go ahead. Alright. Poke your heads around. Somebody give me an investigation. I'm getting a repeated message. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker.
Yeah, sure. Power of a +10.
I'm just making an arbitrary roll, so we have something to roll tonight.
Yep. By the way, I got enhanced ability going for the advantage.
Hey, look at you. Is that your new initiative roll? Yes, sir. All of them? 20, 23, and 26? Okay. So, at this point, Mox is also walking away. He's going to go to rummage in the tower. But as you guys look around to the area, let me go look. As you kind of move to this area, you're all. I don't know about Verleana. I say Celia and Requiem don't. It's eerie and unsettling. I'd say Verleana would feel unsettled too. But I can't tell you what your character feels.
I'm used to it.
It's a feeling of unease, but yeah, you can be used to it. As you guys are moving through the area, as you kind of peer into the rooms, most of them are kind of been destroyed. Anything of value, like there was cabinets and such, but they're kind of rubble at this point. There's another one at the far end, and it has okay on the. Sorry, I gotta say this. I'm sorry. On each one of the doors, there are numbers, and once you reach the end, there is a number 0. So they are counting from 0 to, we're going to say there's probably 20 total. Technically 21, but they start from 0. That's how demons count.
So they have ground floor.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
They just prefer that method of counting. But entering into there, it's actually a preserved room. As you walk in, you noticed, as you walk in, I'm going to say, Reckon, you're probably the first one, right?
Oh, always.
You're probably the first one. Yeah. As you walk in, you suddenly see a ripple effect. It's a stasis ward. It kept the area, surprisingly, it has power still. It kept the area pretty pristine.
I'm not too fussed about that. If it's a stasis ward that's meant to keep it pristine, it might have kept other things here in good condition.
No.
Pulls out Sunblade.
Okay. You pull the blade out.
Not actually.
In the room, there is a smaller bed. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. There are a number of strange magical toys, cabinets. Can also be seen like toy boxes and such. Small little desk and a table, coloring box. No window though. There is a singular light fixture in the center, with a few levers along the wall.
Lever.
And there is also a cracked window. There is a silver frame mirror that is cracked as well. What do you do?
I'm going to. I don't want to look in that mirror.
So this is one of the rooms. This one's pristine because it's stasis.
Yep. You guys are moving around just fine. You can also just exit just fine.
Yeah, that would be
Is there
the
any indications on like the doors to the rooms?
It just had the number 0 on it.
Interesting. I guess. Is the mirror on like a?
Surmise that this is like Aurora's old room.
Possibility. You don't know.
Is there like the mirror? Is it like on an armoire or something? Like, are there drawers on it?
Yes. You talking? It's on a dresser. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Then I'm gonna go over to the, making sure I don't look in the mirror, because I know mirrors are fucky, especially in magic places, and I'm going to start opening the drawers.
Okay. As you are going to the doors, you see somebody in the mirror. It looks to be of a small child.
Is it a familiar small child?
It looks like Aurora miniaturized, actually young.
Huh. Does it look like she can see me?
It's staring at you. Its eyes. How do I put this? It is best described as depressed looking
Hmm.
as it stares at you. Golden eyes.
Sylvia is going to try and position herself in a way to where she would be right next to where Aurora is, and she's just going to feel around to see if, like, the impression is there.
What do you? Impression? Sorry.
Like, for example, like if I seeing if, like, do I see myself also in the mirror?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm basically she's trying to.
Oh, you're gonna line yourself up.
Yeah, like line myself up and like see if when I try and touch Aurora's shoulders because it's a child, if I feel any resistance.
You don't feel anything.
Hmm. What does it look like when I try and do that in the mirror?
The figure just begins to fade.
Well, that was odd.
What do you say?
I saw Aurora as a child. And then I will make my way back to the mirror and open the drawers. Maybe there's something that she forgot about.
Looking
You
at
open the
the.
first. What's up, Brian?
So I was just gonna be looking at the toys and gadgets on the floor, seeing what they did.
Yeah, they're just a bunch of like magical little doodads. Like even one of them has like a little toy dragon that actually flies around if you wind it up. Some stuff like that. Stuff to entertain.
Simon, why can't you make something that's entertaining?
Oh.
I
Wow.
do every day. I'm grateful.
So as you open into the first drawer, there is another origami S.
Huh. Gonna take the origami S and I'm gonna unfold it.
And it just has writing on it that says, interesting how the so-called subject zero, or the black sun, has an impression upon the magical mirror. That's about it. Nothing else useful.
Interesting.
But otherwise, that's about it in this area. Just some minor details.
Uh, hmm. Once has Aurora shown back up in the mirror yet?
Yes.
Okay. Hmm. Interesting. So I found something earlier that is interesting, and there's a temptation to read it out aloud here and see if anything happens. But usually when I have these temptations, it usually involves me almost dying. Nothing at all.
I'm not giving you input.
I know you're
It's
not
these-
giving me input. Those two.
I have a feeling Brian's gonna tell you to go for it no matter what. Simon, I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think? I can't tell you, oh, don't follow your gut instinct with no other context clues to that. So
Well,
do what you do. Simon doesn't know the poem. Simon. Yeah.
hmm. All right. Well, Let's see. And Sylvia will read out the poem. Just to see if anything happens.
Interesting. All right.
And this
Reading
is
it out loud. I guess I'll just post it in session talk now.
yeah.
Reading it out loud, you notice as the child in the mirror starts to become hyper aggressive.
Huh.
Oh no.
Never reading this around Aurora. Got it.
And you watch as the mirror fully shatters.
Well, it's a good thing I tried that here, not with Aurora.
And the stasis ward at this point fails. And the room is now will slowly decay over time.
The dragon toy rusts.
Well, the range also works.
Oh, nice. Interesting.
It just from this point on, it starts decaying. Naturally. When I mean a hyper aggressive, there is no child in the mirror as it begins to become a demon. So you learn something. We all done here? You want to move on, or do you want to keep dicking around for more information? It's up to you guys.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna fold that up and put that in my pocket. And we're never speaking of this again.
Silently notates down the exact wording of the poem. You never know. We could have a Jenga case where we need it.
That's one of the reasons I didn't just tear it up.
Tears it up 40 sessions from now. What was that poem?
I want to take the dragon toy.
All right. Well, let's investigate the other rooms. Maybe they'll have other things. So, does this mean that Aurora was subject 0?
Well,
God damn it, Nick.
Considering she was the first successful weapon, and she had many more on the way, I would assume they started at 0.
What did I do?
Mass Effect, subject 0.
Dude, I haven't played Mass Effect.
Not everything's a reference, Rick.
I know not everything's a reference, and I know he hasn't played Mass Effect. I'm just saying that's a funny coincidence.
I'm familiar with all the characters of Mass Effect, yes.
All right. But
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I figure you're familiar with them.
Oh, yeah.
Very familiar. Very intimately familiar.
Don't know any of the guys, though.
All right. Let's go check out the other rooms.
All right. So the other towers in general, some other. We go into the next tower. We'll go. They're not in the cardinal direction, by the way. They're literally just out from one direction, from the main door. It's like you got the main door, and then there's 2 doors on each side of it. So it's like that. It's not north, east, west. So you're going from left to right. Because left is right, right is left. Moving on. Going into one of the other towers. This one appears to really. How do I put this? I don't remember word my words right. This one is best described as a surgery area, or what do we call operation room? Operation room. I'm trying to think of the word. As you walk in, there is a large, like a stone slab in the center. A number of tables, tools on it. There's also a large amount of scratch marks on the floor again. Somebody took shit out of here. And a number of instruments. The slab is bloody. as is the floor. There's also a number of lights here. As you guys are looking in here, it doesn't sound like a roar, but you do hear the screams of other children for a brief minute. Then it subsides. There is something here that might be relevant. I say relevant, I'm just gonna say that. There is a total of 4 vials of red liquid. And then there's a vial of black liquid.
Interesting. Is the black liquid at all familiar?
I don't know. It's just black. You can take it.
What's the black goo?
It's the black. Ooh.
Hmm.
Come on, we both know you don't have no impulse control.
I do. I
Bring
am
it.
taking. I am
Bring it.
taking it all.
Okay.
But I would like to use my alchemist kit to kind of try identify any properties about it. I may not have impulse control, but I'm not.
Give me an alchemist kill check.
Okay. Just going to roll an intelligence skill check, Arcana, because it's the same thing. 22.
The 4 red vials are blood.
Yep. Understandable.
They're stowed. It's old, but strangely they don't like they haven't. I
It
think
hasn't
that's what it is. Yeah, it hasn't
Hasn't-
degraded. It's not warm, but you switch it around, it has the same consistency of blood. The black liquid looks awfully familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Would recommend you drink it. Yeah, there you go. Ready to move on, or do you want to stay in this eerie room?
Did you say you recommend to drink it?
Yes.
Does it look like the goop that used to be inside of me?
Yes.
Yeah, no. But I am keeping this, but I'm not drinking it.
I recommend you drink it
Why would I drink it?
because I think it's funny.
It might give you superpowers.
It gives you
Ah,
superpowers.
God damn it! I hate you, Brian.
You got a point.
We
Ah,
are in a facility where they created a god killer out of nothing during the concoction. Some weird shit's probably gonna happen.
I would like to test it first.
What do you mean test it?
Like take a drop and feed it to a rat. See what happens.
Fair enough. Go forth, my children, has an army of god-killing rats.
Go find monks.
What's up? Oh yeah, Mox.
Mhm.
Alrighty, so moving on to the next tower. As you walk in, Simon recognizes it's a reactor of sort, a power source of the whole tower. It's currently not working. So essentially, what it is, it's a large cobalite crystal, or a series of them, that have been contained into an area. Currently, no energy is flowing through them, so they're not generating anything. There's a number of levers and dials, and tubes and wire networks that lead underground, most likely following the bridges, to power the various areas.
Good. Simon scrap it for parts.
You could. It'd take a long time.
Yeah.
But it's also dangerous. Opalite, they're currently suspended. They're meant like floating around in a circle slowly, but they're not like active. Even trying to scrap it is going to be dangerous because copalite is extremely volatile.
Yeah, but we do need to get it somehow. And Simon has been dealing with Cobalite for the Mana Forge for some time, so I think he'll be knowledgeable on how to deal with it.
Anyone else have any inputs?
I don't think we're gonna scrap it right now. Probably when like we're leaving or something. But
And then it collapses before we even leave.
you're just positivity.
Wow, Rick, I'm not that big of an ass.
I don't believe you.
Everything I try to enjoy but the game. Thanks, Rick. Finger guns. Anyway, are there any blueprints within the like reactor room?
No,
Ah, just a reactor.
just the reactor. I wouldn't even call it a reactor. It's the Copalite is generating the power. And they're
Arcane
just
battery.
placing it. Yeah, it's a battery. Why do you want to fuck around with it right now?
I said when we're leaving, I think. But right now, probably not.
Okay.
I fear that Mox has already torn up half that other tower.
As you guys make it to the other tower, the water went
It
down the
detaches
fucking
and floats away.
pipe. Escape. No, Mox is in this tower. He hasn't found anything. There appears to be a large ritual circle in the center, a number of small altars, and a throne at the opposite end. You know, stone. And Mox is kind of like scrounging around, like he's like looking behind the throne. He's like, "There's nothing." Fucking bullshit.
And check if there's like a secret compartment within the throne.
Sure. On the ritual, there's also a number of red candles. There's candles around the entire area, but they're not currently lit.
Investigation, that's
Sure. Give me an investigation.
a bon.
Ah, finally, a good place to sit down.
No compartments.
Yeah, what's the shot?
I don't like this place.
I try and like get any details on what the ritual circle's for.
Sure. Give me an arcana.
Yes.
Binding.
Oh.
That's all I will give you. So you guys want to move on to the lower levels? Start moving out.
Alright. What about you guys?
Well, I mean, I have 4 vials of probably really well-aged blood that and I can't remember her name at the moment.
Saphira?
Saphira. Yeah, Saphira. Is it Saphira? Yeah, Saphira. That Saphira would like. Easily, this is blood is aged over 1,000 years, right?
Based on what Aurora told you, it goes back before the Mythic Age.
Oh, it's even older. I wonder if this would power up a vampire.
Good question. As you guys get start to walk out, you see some of the candles light. And as they light, a shadow begins to appear on the throne. A pair of red eyes watching you guys. Now something's looking at you.
Hmm. Does it look humanoid, the shadowy figure, or
Yeah, I mean, it's not having it doesn't take any form yet. It's just two eyes. It looks humanoid-esque. But after a few minutes, the form dissipates and the candles go back out. You can move on now. Yay!
very as it should?
So you guys make it down to the next level. It's supposed to be the final. This one has, how do I put it? This area is kind of more enclosed, some minor rooms, and in these rooms are kind of storage areas. But on the other far end, there is a how would I put it? A vault door. It has a shitload of magical symbols on it. You can tell some of them have been broken, but in front of the door, there's also a giant scourge mark that is humanoid face shaped.
Can I try?
And I really wish that was shade.
Maybe. Can I try and tell how old the scorch mark is?
No, I can tell you right now, that's gonna be it's old.
Yeah, worth it.
There's also a number of like scratch marks on the door, like somebody hit it with a hammer or an axe or a sword or something. Didn't go very well either. Roar's down here. She's kind of looking at it.
Any idea what's past this?
I don't know. They're the guys that want loot.
Well, let's keep going forward. Surely there are no traps here. The rest of the place hasn't been trapped, right?
I mean, you can walk up to the vault door. No issues.
Yeah. Gotta... I guess I'll pull on it to see if it happens to be unlocked.
No, but one of the symbols starts glowing.
Hmm.
That I told you. Give me a con save.
Okay. Da, 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 da. 14.
I'll flash you genius for a 20.
Not enough.
Ow. I take 33.
Poison damage. As you suddenly start feeling ill. You are now affected by the poison condition.
Okay.
Really? You touched the... It has glowing symbols on it.
I was just walking up to it. I wasn't actually going to touch it. Anyway.
You're the trap expert and you just touched... Whatever.
Yes, I do. This is how you learn about traps.
It could have killed you.
No, it ain't. Could Simon, through like the spell magic and arcane knowledge, go through trying to like get rid of the arcane protections?
Sure. I will need a total of 4 Arcana checks. If you fail, have fun.
Can
I don't know if you want to
Oh.
split it up between you and Brian.
can I
I just don't know why she didn't ask us to do it before she went up.
I was going to see if they were actually traps or they were just locking wards.
So you guys want to split the rolls up?
I don't care.
I'm asking Brian.
I'm just gonna heal myself real quick.
No,
Okay,
you
then
stay
it's-
poisoned.
Nope,
Yeah,
that's the wrong
all
thing.
right, give me Simon, give me 2 Arcana, and Sylvia, give me Brian, give me 2 Arcana. There you go. Thank you.
Oh God, it's doing this shit again.
28 and 32.
Alright, advantage, first roll, next
It's,
roll.
it's doing the clicky thing, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, no.
Did it 3 times. So 29 and a 32 is your total.
Alright,
Yes.
so
Okay. Over the
22.
course of the next half hour, which it does take you guys a bit longer. Which I say be an hour, because these are not very friendly rings. But as you guys finagle with them over the hour, you will get the door unlocked. As you open up the door, you see there is a pedestal in the middle with a kind of a box on it. There's a number of other kind of like random bookshelves in here that been somewhat have some things on them. They're not entirely full.
Do the books look similar to the various books within the Evening Star's chamber?
No.
Eh.
Making me think here, goddammit.
What?
They're making me think here.
Well, I guess we should put all these books in a bag of holding and read them later. More books for the arcane library.
Time to put this keen mind to use. Speed read them all.
So you have keen mind, don't you?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. So looking around. So to give me a perception because you're going to be perceptive. I don't know if you Simon has a better roll.
Technically speaking, Simon does because he uses. But I rolled that 20.
Yeah, I got Kappa with me, who's
Yeah, because he
literally got the vigilant feature.
Yeah, he basically has expertise in perception checks.
So you do find something hidden in one of the bookshelves.
Ooh. Hidden within a vault.
Mm-hmm. And it simply says Sunbreaker Codex.
Huh. Sunbreaker.
It is heavily encrypted. Like you go to open, you don't even get to open it. Like it has a key on it. It has some arcade glyphs on it too. So it's gonna take time to kind of break into it. It's called. You can read it though. It's in Demon. It says the Sunbreaker Codex.
Sunbreaker, not Sunkiller. Interesting.
Sunbreaker.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Well, this is interesting.
Then there's the box at the center room. None of you have touched yet.
I will check the box in the center for trap.
Sure. Give me a trap check. Whatever the fuck that roll is, I forget what it is.
It's either it's a perception to find, investigation to figure out what it does. So 16.
Does it look trapped?
All right. Well, I'm gonna try and open it.
There's a lovely symbol in here. It's an origami S.
I'm gonna open up the new origami. Yes. God damn it, Shade.
Open it up, and it just simply says, "Not yours, Simon." That's it. It looks like it had something in here. I've seen relevant.
Mm-hmm. Simon, who is this? And why do they actively annoy me?
Who's what? What do you find?
Whatever this origami S is from.
Oh, yes, let me see that. Takes it, reads it.
This is the second one I found.
Yes, they've been littered across this little.
Yeah, it
Tower.
says, "Simon, not yours."
Yeah, no,
It's not yours. Sorry, Simon, it's not yours.
I know.
Oh, Simon is not the father.
Fuck. You ain't getting no answers now, but
Simon, we need to talk. I'm pregnant.
That's on the back of it.
Jesus, that's horrible. Don't do that again.
No, the funnier thing would be to give that to
Damn.
Verleana.
Ignis work fast.
Yeah, this whole thing was actually done by the genie. We give a talk.
It was one night, I swear.
You only need 30 seconds.
But
Yeah, kind of
Got
pissed.
the party come back next session. Simon's now a father.
God, am I gonna pull it?
it's okay, Simon. It's okay, bud. There is some other things in here that you can take. There is around 3,000 gold worth of various gems that can be collected. Not like money really matters to you guys anymore.
Use me for going broke.
You know.
There's also a spell scroll of confusion.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Sympathetic shock. Snap? Sympathetic snap. Whatever the fuck that spell's called.
The
yes,
map is
hypnotic
static.
shock.
And Bigsby's hand.
Ooh, that's a fun one.
And now I really am going to be broke.
What is it, like 600 gold to scroll to learn those?
More than that. I think it's more than that, actually.
It's 50 gold per level. These are all 4th or 5th level spells.
You know, you really should manage your money a little bit.
So, Aurora kind of looks at you guys. Is that everything? I mean, you have those strange origami symbols. I don't know what those are.
Apparently, Sylvia's new best friend.
Oh,
Yes.
you make friends quick.
Yeah. And apparently the same individual who you went there for that was that nuisance in Penta. Shade. Weird individual. Also, don't get mad. I think I know him. So, do take what I say like with grace that I think what he's doing. Simon is having trouble explaining it, but
Okay, I mean, we can just talk about it later.
yeah, I kind of want to. I'm at a
Okay.
different computer right now. It's really harder here.
Yep. All
Next
right.
time.
All right. You got
Alright.
your vault and some items out of here. Minor things.
Yes.
I'm gonna use all those spells for really I can copy them.
Wow. Be an ass, huh? Alright, you guys can make it back to the ship at this point. There is really nothing left other than minor things. You did get some things, but you're kind of like the third or fourth, maybe even the eighth people that came here. Still some good loot. Got some good spell
Yeah.
scrolls out of that, actually.
Real good stuff.
Alrighty.
I missed.
I showed the dragon toy to Aurora. Does she seem to remember it, like it?
She has a smile on her face and she takes it from you. And she kind of winds it up and like it starts flying. I remember this. Vaguely.
Was it one of your favorites?
It was entertaining. I won't say my favorite. It's still fun to watch. Oh, anything else interesting you found? Because
Nothing
Mox
really.
didn't find anything.
Well,
Oh yeah, I can hear him still cussing about it.
I found some interesting. I found 4 vials of undegraded blood.
What?
And yes, it's and we'll pull from the bag of holding the vial of blood. This.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna see if Saphira would be able to tell anything more about it, considering she's our local blood expert, as it were. And
You
then
know I'm also a blood expert too, right?
it doesn't really cross my mind as much because you're so not a vampire.
I appreciate the compliment.
Uh, but also, we found some of this, and she holds up the black goop. I would not drink this if my life depended on it. I'm surprised there's not an eye looking out of it right now.
She kind of flicks the bottle. Goo kind of sloshes a little bit. Yeah. I don't know what that is. Same color as my blood. That's about it.
It's, from what I can tell, the same goop was inside of me when I was infected by the void.
Do you randomly just drink things that give you that?
No, I didn't randomly drink it.
Right.
It was put in me by a weird cat-looking thing. That was
So you let people randomly put things inside of you?
now. Don't make it sound so crass.
Not wrong.
I know she's not wrong. That's why I'm not refuting. I'm just saying not to make it sound so crass.
Teach their own, Sylvia. Not bad judging.
I feel like you're adopting our personalities a little too well.
I'm very adaptable. What do you want?
You to be happy.
We want you to get not the wrong impression of her.
I don't have a wrong impression. I'm just making a comment about it. She randomly had some sort of black liquid inside of her. She allowed the creature to do that to her.
At the time, I didn't know it was going to do that.
And Mox at this point comes up and says, "Isn't that what teenagers say?"
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys have a strange book. I know Simon also had books previously. Forgot about.
Yeah, I got a journal. I got to decrypt.
Yep, I remember that too. You have some time if you want to spend time doing the decryption of the codex. You can. That's
Sure.
gonna take some time.
It's not like we have much else to do.
Yeah, well, we're missing half the party, and I don't want to move on to the next thing.
Yes, yes. No dragon turtle tonight.
Another time.
Demon dragon turtle.
You know what
too.
we could do? What
No.
we could do?
We can't do
There's
them
just
all.
three of
Could
us.
we-
You're stuck
No,
in
no,
Vienna.
no, no, no. What we could do, since there's three of us, we could go whaling.
I'm not doing whaling.
I don't really want to.
Demon
You go
whaling?
near that ocean. There is bigger things than whales down there.
Dragon turtle.
Yomungonda would like to say hello.
Roman Gunda.
Or do you want to do that as you guys are traveling? Leaving the tower behind. It'll spend a few hours a day doing that. I think Sylvia has the book.
Yeah, probably. They found it, so it's there to do what they wish to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did take 10d10 poison damage for their curiosity.
Curiosity nearly killed
yes.
Sylvia.
I didn't nearly kill me. I have resistance stat.
Yeah, but to what degree?
Anyway.
All
But yeah, I'm gonna try and decrypt this thing.
right. I will say too, as you guys spend some time decrypting, are you going to help? You gonna have people help you?
I feel like Aurora.
It's magically reinforced with glyphs of warding.
This warding.
I said that. It has glyphs on it.
I think I would enlist Aurora's help in this.
Interesting.
Oh,
Okay. Why her?
Okay.
Because it might have something to do with her specifically, and there might be a chance that she might be one of the quote unquote allowed people.
Interesting. Well, as that's going on, a green flourish of energy appears as the crew get panicking. Mox has a smile on his face as Morzabellum reappears.
Oh, hello over there.
And she is rubbing her temples.
I
Alright.
assume that you are coming here with the intention of trying to sell information that has mildly
No.
annoyed you.
I'm here to fulfill my part of the bargain.
Ah.
I wasn't expecting you this soon.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Don't
we
blame
weren't
us. We were dragged here.
I know we will make this work. I owe you this. Alrighty. You're using your little Shah doodad, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say this. I'm going to be quick about this. Keep my information because I have other things I need to go do. It's kept at a citadel known as the Velvet Maw. Can't get to the citadel unless you get a fucking... I don't know what they call it. It's surrounded by a hurricane that will shred the ship.
Unless...
You get an item from another fucking lieutenant of Ishira. And she's gonna grab you, Sylvia, and she's gonna point in a direction. Head on the bearing of 223. And you'll be there.
Well, I think...
Questions?
Do we get a name of this lieutenant?
No, I don't know his name. Its name. I don't even know if it's a guy or girl. I don't know who's leading that area now. It's just a lieutenant.
Okay.
Not even a named one at that. It's just a shitload of demons that live there. All I know is it's known as the Thundering Palace. Go there, find the item. All I know is it's surrounded by another storm, but it's not as bad as the one by the Maw. It
Okay.
is also full of illusions and other things.
What joy.
I don't care. I'm trying to help you here. I'm got other things I gotta do. Any other questions I can have for you? Oh, the one who there is somebody there at the mall you'll need to deal with later. He's a chosen enforcer named Roath.
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 Any questions, Lowe's?
You know if there's any other shard pieces within Gehenna at this moment?
Take it a step at a time.
No, we only have you for so long.
I
We
know.
get through these things.
I think there's two.
Mm.
I don't
Good.
know if it's a third.
You know,
We'll find out when you use your little beacon thing. Any other questions? Before I gotta go. Alright. My last word of warning. Keep your wits about you. Ashir's realm is known for trickery, seductions, and all sorts of things. Good luck. Anything else? Alright, she's gonna start to vanishing on you guys. Aurora kind of gives you guys a look like she was in a hurry.
yeah, she is. I have a
Yes.
feeling that she wanted to get out of here before we summoned Helionok again.
First, I'll write this up for you. Velvet Maw. There you go. Okay. Trying to think. Sorry, my brain just fucking decided to want it not to work. So, Sylvia and Aurora spend a few hours doing this. It's not going very good. Aurora has no idea what she's doing.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna try and disarm these magical runes.
I don't know how you're gonna disarm them.
Mana manipulation.
Okay, we're doing stupid things.
I'm just trying to make the mana leave it in a natural form that's not activating.
Go get Verleana.
But I'm like, but
Go get the wizard.
I mean, I have
Or
Arcana
the
too.
artificer.
Like,
I'm trying to help you.
You're on strike.
Wait.
I
see,
strike
see,
you fucker.
and he's decoding something else.
Let's form a union signing. They can't keep taking advantage of us like this.
Take
What is it
advantage
better?
of you. How much money have I given you?
None.
That is a pay
That's
for my
not
work.
true.
None recently.
Oh my god, I gotta do
I'm mana
quote.
forge.
My magical casters have gone on strike.
I could do it myself. I have Arcana. I have mana manipulation.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'm not giving you any warnings.
Alright. Well, I have advantage for assistance.
Aurora can't help you.
Okay. 17.
Doesn't understand this. You go to as you're using the Arcana, it suddenly starts to glow.
Oh, wait, hold up. This is disarming a trap, isn't it?
Not really.
How's a book
Well,
of
it means
warning not
good.
a trap?
You've seen that multiple times. Glowing means good. You're doing good.
You are forced back 20 feet as the book falls to the ground.
Alright.
And a loud shockwave that deafens everyone around for a minute. Aurora's like rubbing her ear, like, the fuck?
The whole
You still
ship was
alive
like,
over
what
there?
the fuck?
I'm alive.
Oh, good.
You can't hear us
Aurora's
for
like
a minute.
rubbing her ears. She has hyper hearing.
Yeah, she does.
Sylvia doesn't.
No, but Aurora does it. She's not happy.
You know, I can't hear what you're saying, but I assume you're asking if I'm all right.
The wood around you starts to crack.
Hold on. Verleana, could you please solve this?
Fix the. Verleana, go give me an
I mean, our going rate right now is 500 gold, right?
Your going rate is I still heal you.
You didn't hear that. You're still deaf, motherfucker.
Alright, yeah, if you guys hearing comes back from the tinnitus ringing.
It's gonna be stuck with you forever now. You done blowing yourself up?
Technically speaking, I wasn't blown up this time.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to try, go
Aurora
ahead.
looks ready to kill you. Why?
Because loud shockwave, not explosion, shockwave.
That was the outer defenses.
Okay, well, Verleana, would you like to give it a try?
I don't want to imagine what else is in there.
Let me see. Even the first leg of spaghetti.
Oh, hello, Propet. I'm gonna change you guys. What you're looking at. Just bring it here for now. Some new visuals. Give me an Arcana check, Brian.
Please roll an out. I'm gonna have Aurora stand back this time.
There we go.
Deny thee, witch.
There we go. So you're able to manipulate the glyphs, and they begin to dissipate as you're able to open the book up.
You stay put.
After 30 seconds, I put my hand on the book and says, "May I have that back?"
Make sure you're not going to blow yourself up again.
Careful, it turns you into a robot.
Well, before you get disappeared into a portal, I'm taking the book. I can see it forming under you right now.
Motherfucker, I will end you.
No, you won't. You and which spell?
I cast Finger of Death.
You don't have that spell.
Yes, I do.
Yes, he does.
I also have Disintegrate. You want to see that one?
I'm all for this. Continue.
Anyway.
Finally.
Oh man, here. Yeah, Aurora's ears. Aurora's hearing takes a few more minutes to come back.
Simon's checking her over to make sure no permanent damage was done.
No, it's not permanent. It's the kind of damage you heard a loud noise and now you have the regain for a little bit. So it comes back after a little bit. She's like shoving you like stop. I'm fine.
Making sure.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm fine.
Being that close to any explosion is never good.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to hold my hand out to Sylvia. 50 platinum. I need money for spell ingredients.
I know you do.
Come on. I saw you give 50 platinum away to just random people before. I did you a solid.
I've never given 50 platinum away to random people before. I've given 5 platinum to a random person who then betrayed me.
Come on. Cough it up.
Fine, but if you gamble with this, the next time it's going to be
All
5
right.
platinum.
I fucking told you what to do with it.
Jesus Christ. So, okay. Opening up the Subrecord Codex, you notice it is partially damaged. Many cannot fix this. It seems like a number of pages that were removed or they have just degraded. So it's not complete, but there's information provided here. It's a fragmented codex. As you look in the first page, you notice something interesting. It lists the author as Macaw.
Forbidden knowledge will be mine. Anyway, here's your 50
So
platinum.
anyway,
Drop the
I
money.
take the book and throw it over the side now.
No, you don't.
No, it's relevant information.
Yeah,
Little
no.
Bellum appeared.
Joking.
The bickering takes the book and leaves.
Maybe we can use this to trade for something.
All right, there are a few sections. So I'll let you pick one that you want to read. First one lists the God Annihilation Theory. Second issues Sunbreaker Projects. 3 is the weaponization of Divine Sorrow, and the 4th is Notes on the Core, and the 5th is observations and subnotes on previous subjects. I needed a wisdom save from you though, Ryan.
Me?
You're reading it, are you not?
No, I just decoded the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Sylvia, if you're reading it, give me a d20. Whoever's reading it, I need a fucking wisdom save.
Alright,
DC
what's
is
the
20.
save coming up? Ooh.
No, you take a level of exhaustion.
That's fine.
Roll me a d4.
Ooh. Do.
You have exhaustion for level 1 exhaustion that goes way after 2 days.
Oh, wow.
Alrighty. Which of the 5 sections do you wish to look at? I'm only allowing one at the moment because it legitimately puts a stress on you.
Yeah, it legitimately puts a stress on me. I wouldn't read any more than this until we're out of Gehenna after seeing the effects. Which is why this is going to go into my bag of holding and promptly get forgotten about it. The core.
The core. I mean, other people can read it. I'm just saying you personally cannot.
Mm-hmm. Real sucks that rogues only get their wisdom saves at like level 15.
We'll get there one day.
Core is described, and basically in the summary, the author describes the core as a center of raw divine power, and is currently untapped. But the person who guards the guardian of the core, proves to be stubborn, and will be a problem for the future.
I wonder if it's the shade we keep hearing about.
No, that would be summon. The core is the realm of the Maiden of Time.
Black Sun Soul was the first to be taken from the core itself. Additional ones followed in suit. Only managed to take a handful before the Guardian got really annoyed.
Hmm.
It does also mention that doing this thing required a vast amount of energy. He does not believe he's able to do it again for some time, though you don't know how old this book is. He also mentions that he was unable to breach into the center area to see the Well of Souls itself, though he would love to, but sadly the doors remain locked. So there you go. Some rough information. He does also mention that the entire surrounding area of the core is surrounded by the void. He did speak with a number of the creatures, and he finds it very fascinating. That's the extent of it's more pages than that, but like that's the summary. There's more detailed accounts.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, I could spend the next hour giving you fucking. No, I'm not doing that. I'm lazy.
Well,
Right, somebody else want to give it a look? Gotta be the wisdom save.
oh, I was going to try my brother's encrypted book.
That just takes some time.
Yeah.
That's something special.
I'll take the book back from Sylvia and read it.
All right, give me a wisdom save.
That one.
Probably.
Mm.
Or a
Roll a
5.
d4. Four days of exhaustion. Level 1.
Hmm.
I mean, level 1
Yeah.
exhaustion isn't bad. It sucks. It's not like end of the world.
I don't know. You just give me a 4-day vacation where I ain't got to do shit.
Fair enough. All right, what are you looking for, section wise?
Just go to the next section down from what Sylvia read.
That would be the minor sections. That'd be section 5. Sylvia jumped to the 4th section.
All right.
Alright, so this appears to be just be absolutely some minor notes written after it. It says this that Project Black Sun is not the first attempt, just the only one that has managed to survive to a point in which it is deemed successful. Subject Verex has failed upon soul fusion, leading to a myriad of damage to the facility. Subsequent, there's also 3 other subjects that were mentioned that one was deemed hyper unstable and was terminated. Another one was labeled as melted through dimensions and has not been recovered, deemed dead. Additional subjects have proven to be highly weak, and research has been put into them, and they have been put into stasis until the time that their abilities can be enhanced has been found.
One was terminated. One disappeared. And one is in stasis.
Well, the rest that have proved not useful are in stasis.
How many are they?
You assume there's 21 in total.
Not counting the ones that were listed above.
Counting the ones listed above.
So 19 in stasis. Right.
Yes.
Okay.
But you don't know if the information when this is written, it could have been terminated afterwards or anything, but 19 is a safe guess.
We did hear screaming when we came in here originally.
Yeah. But only in
It's
the
probably
operating room.
Yeah, it's probably just nothing.
Yeah.
Well, Simon, get on that book.
You could deal with the book after he does his other book. Alright, so you spent some time preaching through it in the journal. You're able to decrypt a few pages currently, your time frame. It appears to just be information on your brother's research. He seems to be kind of cataloging some things he's been doing. A lot of spell research. And a lot of information delving into soul magic for the understanding of the concept. He wonders what happens when you combine souls. And he's going to explore into that theory out of curiosity. That's the information you get out of that. There's more pages though.
Alright.
But you can't do it. That's you gotta decrypt them as you go.
Yeah.
You wanna go look at the book?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Give me a whiz save.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. Do I have any spells? I don't want to use for those. Crap. Nope, I ain't got anything. Alright. Let's save.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Wisdom save. Fane would be great at these. He's wait, did he trash his wisdom for some reason? Roll me d4.
Yeah, okay.
Alrighty, so sections 1, 2, and 3 are left. I mean, you can go back and reread the other previous sections too if you want.
Yeah. I remember something about the sorrow of divinity or something.
The list goes God Annihilation Theory, Project Aurora. Oh, sorry, not Project Aurora. Project Black Sun. And Weaponization of Divine Sorrow.
I guess I'll check out Black Sun.
Alrighty. Alrighty, let me go read this real quick. Shit. Alrighty. So, in this section, it details the creation of, well, Aurora, obviously. Black's, you could gaze that Black's, that her nickname was Black Sun. Out of the gaze. So it outlines the fact that, again, she's not the first. There were ones before her that did not survive the creation process. So she technically is the first one to survive, though, until the other ones came after her. So soul was stolen from the core or the center of reality, whatever you want to call it, and was combined with demonic essence and mortals, producing a very interesting creature. Described as she is not demon, she is not god, she is a wound made flesh. The Soul Stole was torn mid-formation, denying its place within the Pantheon, and was shaped within the flesh of mortals and demons, twisted into something unstable, undefined, and terrifying. And Macaw mentions, and he loves this. Currently, Aurora has been, or I keep saying Aurora. Black Sun was raised within the confines of the tower with other subjects, but hers was within controlled suffering, using her emotions amplifiers to awaken her power, specifically her power of strength and destruction. Noted that at the age of 12, she has already surpassed most of Macaw's lieutenants in strength, and he is finding it more difficult to keep her contained.
Does it say anything about the tattoos?
Get into that here. Tattoos were applied to her to enhance her abilities further. These tattoos are not, basically, they focus the energy. Think of it as a funnel. For lack of a better word, I'm trying to describe it better. I don't know if that's the best as the thing. It just helps focus energy further.
Yeah, a lens, kind of. Like,
Yeah.
you put a lens in front of the sun, and it creates a beam.
Mm-hmm. Just amplifies her
What
power.
about,
What's up?
I was gonna ask, what about the writing on her back?
There is that script. Yo, give me a minute here.
I was just asking, man.
I said, give me a minute. I gotta go dig through my notes. Where is it? I have it somewhere here. Where is it? Shit, I put it in that channel.
Nick, well, when you learn when dealing with summon, you have to have all the notes ready all the time.
You're right. I need to have all the notes ready. This is my bad as a DM.
I know everything.
I
and
know
nothing.
that. So, you know nothing, Jon Snow. Reading the notes itself, the wording says, "Arise." I would have said this to you. Oh, and you can say it out loud if you want, because I think it's funny. That was the last tattoo to be applied. He also mentions that applying the tattoos took 12 different artists because she kept obliterating them. Process took a total of 4 days. Okay.
Weird.
What, Brian?
Damn.
Yeah.
They died
So
for their
many
art.
artists. Artists these days don't know the struggle. Being shot when trying to make it work. They'll never know.
And the final bit of information applied here is her power is strengthened with emotional instability. Grief and rage are the best ones. A number, and one of the points says, providing an animal and then killing the animal will provoke the best result we have seen in the wild. I'm going to suggest further research into this to the Overseer. And that's the last bit.
Jesus Christ.
You're dealing with a demon lord.
I
don't
know,
care.
but still.
At least they didn't
It's
make her kill
fucked up.
the animal.
Like in Wolfenstein, putting down old Betsy.
Oh, Betsy.
Yeah.
All right. That makes 3 sections read. Now there's more information buried in there, but you can ask questions. But that's about it right now.
Yeah.
Yippee. Any questions on this?
I asked about the meaning behind the tattoos. Like, is there like a purpose? Not the tattoos, but the writing mainly.
That part is missing.
Yeah, it's kind of that for Simon. Is there on like a unrelated note, since we're just hanging out, is there anything I can like do, like examining the hammer to figure out what it would take to get it out of its slumbering state? The hammer of Stallweaver.
Let me go look at my notes again.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
damn.
have to eat demon souls.
I had it somewhere, didn't I?
Ow.
Yeah, you
I keep
take the
hitting.
hammer, you hit
Okay.
demon souls with it, you beat the devil out of them.
Makes sense.
I swore I had something.
I mean, you would think it would work pretty well for a forging god or whatever. Beat the impurities out of it.
Alrighty, so there is actually a process for awakening the hammer. Individual must prove themselves as a master of will, strength, and purpose. And they are not merely a warrior, but a true champion of the forge. There are trials you'll have to do, but can't do them right now.
That makes sense. Looks around in Gehenna. Makes
Yeah, it's kind
sense.
of hard to do right now. There are 3 trials you have to do. There are also trials for Fane's fucking weapon. I worry for him, but I wish him luck. Any questions? You got the codex, bunch of random notes. You got a weird origami S's everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it for Simon. I had fun.
Verleana Requiem.
Oh my god, they're dead, man. They're dead.
Oh, I'm muted.
Yeah.
You know, I was making a stupid joke, and because I was making a stupid joke while muted, I forgot what you actually asked me.
Any other questions you have at the immediate moment
No.
on the relevant information you got or things? You can ask them.
I mean, nothing right now would be pertinent information. I'll have to go look at it again, and if I have questions reviewing it, then you know. But I assuming Verleana doesn't have any questions. That's probably it for that. We all got exhausted reading that, so that's funny.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
We really did.
Yeah.
The only one that rolled well was Verleana, but Simon was off doing something else, so he couldn't flash a genius that.
Yep, so next session, It's going to be everybody else doing all the work. Well, we just sit back and enjoy resting on our laurels as Delta Force.
Delta
Yeah.
Force.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
we've done enough. It's time for called. I didn't give them the name because they don't. It's always us. B team. They can go do shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, so all then at the moment it'll be a shorter session today then. I think it was fine.
You want to give us like a ton of downtime? I got a ton of shit I gotta do, but you know,
No, that's not how that's gonna
I
work.
can't do nothing.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
how that works.
All right. Oh,
I mean, I guess there is, you know, the downtime of, you know, trying to locate the tower's
can't do it right now.
spawn point here.
yeah.
Yeah, you said we
Yeah.
could.
Not at the moment, because
Not
we're
at the
calling
moment.
it for the day.
All right. And with that, we will call it here for today. As always, have a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are. And remember to stay frosty. For those of you watching this on YouTube after the fact, please like and subscribe. Enjoy the video. Ring that notification bell to get more content like this in the future. And join us tomorrow for Here Be Dragons.